The NHL Combine wrapped up in Toronto today, so all the work is now done. Now all the players can do is sit back and wait to hear their names called. No more skating in front of the scouts. No more physical and psychological testing. And as James Zabalski points out, no more strange questions.
At the NHL Scouting Combine, there's of course the physical test.
Let's go! Keep going, man. Keep going. Come on.
But what about the mental one? In a span of days, players will meet with several teams.
It's about 23 total in about 24 hours, so it's pretty busy for the couple days here.
Most questions and conversations are fairly straightforward. Once in a while, it takes a slight detour.
The weirdest one might have been, who would you rather go out to dinner with, Barack Obama, Maria Sharapova, or Sean Avery?
But the guy I most want to go with is Obama. You know, he's the powerful man in the world right now, and I'm sure he has some neat stuff.
I would have liked to pick Maria Sharapova. You know, she's pretty good looking, but I want Sean Avery just because you know, he's got a mental edge to him that I like to learn a lot about.
Well, how about that? A little love for the outlaw.
You know, if marijuana was legalized tomorrow, how many of your teammates would be excited? And you know, that was a weird one. I gave the 0 for that one.
I got what's your biggest fear a couple times. I said feeling insignificant.
If you could be anybody in the world, and not just athletics, but any human being that's walked on the earth, who would you be? And I'd say I'd be Michael Jordan.
GMs admit they like to mix it up just a little bit to make sure the potential investment does have a pulse.
One quirky question that we asked this year was if you could be anybody, fact or fiction, in the world or throughout history, who would it be and why?
When the kid's, going through a prepared thing, I'll ask him how many wristwatches he owns. And you see the panic. He's like, well, if I say 6, he's going to think I'm rich. And if I say, hey, kid, I don't really care how many watches you have. Just relax here.
There's no necessarily right answer to some of the questions that we asked, but it is telling to us on some things that are important to us as an organization.
In a different respect, some scouts and managers like to push a player to see how the prospect will react.
You were moving your feet now. What were you doing that game? Or you're playing bad this game. What happened there? Just stuff like that that's gonna challenge you. I guess see what you're made of.
They like to come after you, and maybe try to get you a little bit rattled.
Given the fact that so many players state that it's such a mental grind to reach the Stanley Cup, maybe there's more to it than just a silly question. James Zabalski, TSN.